Hello everyone and welcome to Attingham Park, where you can see that right now I am currently mowing the grass field. This is the field that is close to the biogas plant, and the reason I'm mowing this is because we are going to make silage bales. However, we don't have all of the equipment needed to make silage bales, so what I have done is I have also taken out a contract. And there were two contracts. One was worth a lot of money, but it would give square equipment, and our tractor is not powerful enough to pull a square baler, so we need a round baler. So what I've done is I've taken a contract that I'll show you in a minute. It's worth 25,000, a little bit less because I did have to borrow the items. Now we can't use the baler on the field, or the mower, I don't think, but we can use the windrower and the bale wrapper, so we just have to rent ourselves a baler that this guy can pull. So the way I'm going to do this, because obviously you don't want to see me do this entire field and then do the other field, I'm going to kind of jump things. So obviously for each of these fields there's the same job: mow, row, bale and wrap. I am only going to show you the job from one of those fields, but I obviously am going to do it from both. So it does mean there's going to be a fair amount of jump lapsing. Yeah, a fair amount of jump lapsing. A fair amount of jump cutting as well as time lapsing. But try not to make it an episode that is pure time lapse. That is not the aim of this channel, although I have done it in the past. So I am now going to jump cut, because this is a rather boring section, which is doing the mowing. So I'm going to jump cut to get all the mowing finished, and then we will start the time-lapsing of rowing. Just finishing off the mowing on this field then. As you can see, we've got a really nice setup here. So, butterfly mowers with a single mower at the front, nice big width. These mowers on the rear, butterflies, actually can do swaths as well, which is pretty cool. And then a JCB, what is this? Fast Track 8330. So plenty of power to do this job. And it's gone pretty quickly actually. The other field took a lot longer to do, even considering the fact that it is a smaller field. But obviously this field has got, in this field we've got a tractor that's a bit quicker, because it's got more power. Mine does struggle up the hills sometimes, but also having the extra, well, I think we've got 3 times the width actually, which makes a big difference. So as soon as I finish here, I'm going to go and grab the windrower. I don't know which field I'm going to windrow in first. I'm going to try. I have a feeling that I can't use the windrower from the contract on our field, so I need to test that. So now that the field is done, I will go and get that sorted. There was a bit of a problem with the windrower, which was that I didn't realise, because those mowers can do swaths, they were actually expecting me to mow it into a swath and not need a windrower, so there was not one included in the rented equipment. Luckily we have one. Annoyingly it's on lease, which means I am going to be building up hours on the vehicle, but we have one, and it means we also know for certain that this will work in our field because it's ours, sort of. It's not part of the contract, because sometimes contract equipment can be a bit finicky. So we do need to get this field all rowed up. I've done about half of it so far, half of the middle section. I haven't done any of the headlands yet. So we're going to time-lapse getting this bit of the field done, and maybe a bit of the other field as well, but we'll see. So away we go. we go. So there's a little bit that's kind of messy by here, which I think I will just quickly try and tidy up. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. Yeah. Now this time lapse, I'm pretty sure it's taken longer than I wanted, which means I am going to do the second field, our field, off camera. So this is all ready to go now, ready to be baled. I will now go and move on to the other field and get that done quickly because rain is coming, you can see. So yeah, see you when I'm back here with the baler. So I produced 73 bales on the other field, and I decided that it was going to take so long to do the wrapping that I would use the opportunity that we have, which is we have a big machine given to us for the contract. I would use that opportunity to basically lease ourselves an all-in-one baler. Now, this is very handy. It has cost me £5,500 to lease this baler, but I am 110% certain that we will get that money back from these bales. However, what I did not take into account is the fact that I forgot to press record at the start of this, which means I was talking to myself for a while, and this should be a time lapse, but actually I've obviously had to go back on myself. So this is now going to be a time lapse. It's going to be me getting this entire field baled and wrapped in one go. There are some spots that I'm missing. I will go back for those later. Also, the bales have been annoyingly, some of them are dumping onto the top of the swath, which is really annoying. So I'm going to have to clear some of these bales before we actually do the next job. Before we do the headlands, I mean. But anyway, now we're going to time lapse, and I will see you when it's all done.
Drown yourself in the neon. You came to this place to hide away in the dark. You tell yourself you need to move on, but one night in the shadows can't ease your broken heart. They turn the volume up, you shut your mind. Wanna escape your thoughts for a little while, but when you close your eyes, I'm by your side, right? You'll find me there dancing in the crowd. You tell yourself that it's over, but you see my face on all the strangers though. So are you sure that it's over?
Alright, that's basically the centre of the field done. You will have noticed that I pretty much did that job terribly. So there are a few missed bits that I need to clear up, and then I need to go and collect the actual loading wagon. No, it's not a loading wagon, it's a bale loading. No, an auto stacker, that's the name. I'm really struggling with words. Yeah, I'm going to go pick up the auto stacker because we're going to need to clear some of these bales out of here. And most of them I am going to leave in the field because I think, personally, it looks very, very cool when you drive past a field, which I do often, and it's full of wrapped bales. I think it looks really nice. This also gives me an opportunity to turn on a mod that I was supposed to turn on before I started recording, which makes the wrapped round bales less square. At the moment they are these weird square bales, and that's not natural, which is why this mod aims to make them a little bit more rounded. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the bale loader and turn on that mod. See you in a sec. Now that looks more natural. That is not really square on the sides, that is an actual shape of something that has been wrapped. I like it. So now we need to run around the edge of the field. Basically, I need to take anything which is sitting in a headland. I think down here it was all fine. Just maybe that one at the end. Yeah, so I'll take anything that's sitting in a headland. Oh no, there's two actually. Anything that's sitting in a headland, and then just some random ones to fill up if I'm still got space. Because yes, we're going to leave the rest of them in the field, but I need to just clear the space so that I can actually continue with the baler. Because right now, I can't. He's just told me the contract is 20% complete. That's really awesome news, but I'm not even working on that field, so I don't know why he's telling me that. It's a bit strange. Anyway, let's crack on. Whiz round here, and then I will jump back into the baler and we'll finish the time lapse in the baler.
Let's get some sun, baby, it's time to go. All we need to put on is the radio. I can feel the heat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing.
And there we go. So, how many bales have we produced? 106. Wow, okay. And each of those is worth 3,000 litres, so that is 318,000 litres of grass silage. That's a lot. Okay. Now, in the other field, I've got 72, and they're 5,000 each, and that means even more. So I now have the absolutely mammoth job of going and wrapping the bales in the other field, and then starting to collect them. So I'm going to drop these into the shed. I just wanted to get them out of the way from the edge, so that's fine. I'll go and put them into the shed. We can return this baler. There we go. So I will see you when everything's wrapped, and I'll probably fill up. So when the trailer is filled for the first time with the bales from the contract field, I'll see you then. First 24 bales about to be delivered. So we're not going to get any money. Well, if we get some money, there's something wrong. But we shouldn't be getting any money from delivering these first 24. These are all ones that belong to the farmer. So we'll get them all popped into here. If I can manage to make this turn. There we go. Cool. So, press Y. And they should all start pushing off the back, and we should see our contract amount being completed. There we go. They are vanishing into thin air. 13, 19, 26, 32. Okay. So 45%, 52% transported with one trailer. Interesting. That means only 2 trailers should be enough. Very interesting. Right, I'm going to go and get the other trailer full. Here's the second set of bales, ready to be sold. And I think this is going to complete the contract and give us a little bit of money, which is very nice. But first we have to back it up and empty it. Well, is it emptying? I suppose not. It's just tipping, isn't it? That, I think, is probably good enough. Let's find out. So, start dumping them. And is our money going up? Not yet. Now it is. Okay. But those bales, this is what I always have a problem with. Obviously it doesn't happen in base game 19, but in base game 22 it does. Silage takes time to be compacted, to be fermented. Now because of that, those bales I just sold were not silage bales, they were grass silage, wet grass, or wrapped grass basically. They were not actually, oops, I've done that 3 times, twice even, and each time it's been fine until this time. What have I done? Oh, making a right pig's ear of it. Yeah, so they're not actually silage, they are grass, and that means they're worth far, far less. So this last set of bales is not going to be sold. Instead I'm going to take them over to our farm and we're going to put them into a shed, and we'll just have to sell them at another time, or we can keep them for the cows, whatever, doesn't really matter. We're not too fussed about what we do with them, but we know we're not going to sell them, because if we sell them we are going to get very little money. We get a lot more if we keep them and let them ferment. Now I just want to check this before I actually start talking nonsense. So let's just pop out. This is, no, it's grass silage. So it's already been fermented. So in that case, oops, wrong menu. Is grass silage really paying that low? Let's find out. Grass silage, grass silage, grass silage, grass silage, grass silage. Grass fresh, semi-dry. I must have gone past the silage. Grass silage, there we go. Oh, it's only paying 271. Wow, that's really low. Okay, well in that case we will sell them, so I will get this last set loaded up. The final load, and this is pure profit. This is all for us. None of this counts towards what the farmer was expecting, even though in real life that would not happen. But this is not real life, this is farm sim. So we take what we can get. I'm a little disappointed though, because I actually thought we were going to get more money from the bales in our field, but we're not going to be getting that much if the price is this bad. But look at this. That's pretty good actually. Okay. 68,141. How much did we make from those bales? Sold bales. 36,000. Okay. That is more than I thought it was. So I cannot complain, I suppose. Right, we're obviously going to return this equipment. So let's get over to something of ours. There we go. This needs topping up. We have actually used all the sugar beet. I forgot to say this at the start of the episode. Sugar beet is done, and the silage in the pit is at 46,000, so almost finished with that as well. Now I could put some of these bales into here, because this is currently running with whole crop silage, so I could put the grass silage in as well. I could put 30,000 litres of that in, which would be 10 bales. And that might be what I do, but we will see. I haven't decided yet. Now, let's go here to the contract and collect 23,601. This is a very nice bank balance. I'm very happy with that. And so I think that is the perfect time to finish the episode. And I'm going to say thank you very, very much everyone for watching. And I will see you again soon. Bye bye.